Alright, haven't done this in a long time, so bear with me, but okay, I think I got it together, but I hope you guys can hear me. Um, well, I wanted to start on some of my tutorial videos, like as promised. So I already kind of drew out my poses a little bit. This is how I mostly do my work. I do a little bit of like a pose and I try to edit it as I go. As you can see, like right here, of course, like there's a different hand that I first started out with, and now I'm doing another hand right here and another gesture. Same thing for right here. Started out with that. Now I'm going with this. It's all about working with what's better for you. Also, I have music going on in the background, so you might hear it. So, what I've learned as I do these digital drawings, I've learned mostly as of recently that it's okay to start over. It's literally okay. I've watched other tutorials of other digital artists, and they all say the same thing. And at first, when I used to hear it, I used to be like, okay, me starting over, drawing when I done did so much already? No. But no, I'm trying to tell you guys, like starting out, especially if you're a beginner, like it's not the way to go. Take as much time as you need, do whatever is possible to make your drawings your best drawings, and that's just that. Um, I would say do what I'm doing, like right now. I'm just kind of like seeing what looks kind of right. And if you guys wonder how this right here is like just stuck in the background, kind of, and it looks lighter than what I'm drawing on, that's what we call layers. Definitely use layers. Always have a background and have it on lock. I learned that in school. Because you never know when you might need to like backpedal. Also, duplicate the first layer that you might have drawn on, just in case it accidentally deletes whatever the case may be. Just a safety precaution. Um, so, well, okay, I'll just use this. Also, I like to keep my characters on different levels. I mean, not levels. Sorry. Layers, because levels, layers, kind of the same. That's probably a good way to think about it, in all honesty, as a level. So I got like some spooky lo-fi going on. I love Halloween, by the way. But back to what I was talking about. I like to keep my characters on different layers because I feel as though each character might have like a different lighting or a different way that I may want to color them, just based off of how I paint or color, as you might say, my characters. It's a certain way that I do it that I feel like I've learned, like, oh, okay, I need my characters on different layers because different colors calls for different things. I know you guys are probably like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's a process. I'm gonna make probably other videos showing like kind of like my process and what I do, but you just change the opacity. That's about it. See? Just change the opacity. That's the quickest way to do it. See, and it'll look more darker, look more lighter. I kind of fade it into the back kind of because I'm just using it kind of as reference, but I build on it. I like to build now on what I draw instead of just taking the first thing that comes to me. Like, yeah, this idea might be cool that I first started out with, but I always feel like now, like being more experienced with what I'm drawing, I want to do better. I know I can do better. You know, you start to realize that, oh, wait, I could draw something even more cooler than this, or let me see what I can come up with, you know? And that's the power of having things on different layers, because if you have them on different layers, well, guess what? It'll be more easier to go back or delete something. Like for example, let's say that I don't really like this pose. I find out I don't really like this pose. And I'm like, well, I like what I first started out with. All I gotta do is just delete this. That's it. Erase it. Or if I like this pose better, I delete this when I'm done with it. That's it. That's all. Work smarter, not harder. I promise you guys. Like, the more you work smarter with your art, the more time it'll save you, and the less time it'll cost you. A lot of you guys said you like my hand gestures. Oops, wrong layer. Make sure you're drawing on the right layer. um, I pretty much take pictures of my hands and I go from there. I might try to imitate the pose, and then I look at my picture that I took, and I go from there. And starting out with like these kind of layers, because the layers I'm working on right now, these will not be your final layers. It won't go into your final layers as you're finished drawing. Like, don't think that, oh, I draw this, then I'm gonna color it, then I'm gonna like color it, and then voila. Like, no, these lines. Oh, excuse me. These lines aren't good lines. Not at all. Also, please work on changing the sizes of your brush. Please work on that. That'll definitely help as well. I think I like this pose. I kind of want to make something like, really like, I guess, savage. That's the only word that's coming to my head right now. Like something like raw. You know what I'm saying? Like something cool. Like, that don't all the way look right with the knuckles, but I kind of just go with it until like I'm ready to do my finish line work. The finish line work will be more thinner because we don't want to keep these thick lines unless you want to. Maybe that's your style and how you draw things. I don't know why this is so thick. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna give y'all a little cheat. Flow. This definitely helps. I just learned this from an artist named Loesch. I'm not sure if I said her name right. I think it's spelled Loish or Losh. One of those. Forgive me if I stated wrong. Wonderful artist. I've been watching some of her interviews lately, and she definitely talks about this and gives this as a tip to lower the flow, to create more. I don't know if you guys can see this, like the difference. Like, there's definitely a difference here. Like the opacity, like it kind of changes. It kind of gives like almost a sketchy look, kind of. I don't know if like this makes sense of what I'm saying, but maybe you guys have seen artists like do kind of like what I'm doing with their first layer, where they draw, like right here. They'll draw, and like you wonder how it's so light. Like, why does it look so sketchy? Like, you kind of see multiple lines within a line. Like, you see a lot of lines going on. Like, it looks really sketchy, and it's on a tablet, it's on a computer. How the heck do they do that? Well, I believe that this is how they do that. They use this. They use the flow. They lower the flow. well, not use the flow, but they lower the flow because you're always technically using the flow. So, but you lower it. I feel like it just gives more different values to really understand your characters and where you want the line work to differ at, change it. Like you may want one line a little bit thicker, so you thicken it up, and then the less pressure you give, like it lightens up. See, it's more lighter right here, more darker right there. Still kind of dark right there, but I'm still learning as well. So, oopsie, I'm still learning as well. Well, I gotta go back. This is your best friend. I think this is why a lot of people like digital art because you can instantly undo. It's not like when you traditionally draw, you know, it's the eraser. You have to make sure you're not erasing over lines that you actually like, and then they're gone, and then you have to redraw it. You just undo or you redo. You redo, undo. Oops. I think my redo is tweaking. I think my redo is tweaking right now. So we're gonna leave that one. That's just my tablet. Um, so yes, I mean this is all I do, guys. Trust me. Like take a quick picture of yourself, like, and no shade at all. But man, don't like using reference is okay, but trust me, you're your own best reference. Oh, honestly, like I do that. I don't know if I like that. See, but I can build off of that though. I just know that I want a gun right here, but I don't know how her hand gesture should be with the gun though. But we're gonna keep working on it. It looks kind of weird to me slightly. I don't know about you guys. I should start going live on Facebook with these tutorials, but I don't know how to like screen record. I think. But you know what? Actually, no. I think I can do what I'm doing right now and just connect it to Facebook. I think that's how it goes. I'm gonna start doing that. Yeah, I believe so. Not that much though. I mostly just want to stay with Facebook at the moment. So yeah, um, we're going to get into this. As far as hair, like, and I'll go over these types of things like in more specific tutorials. Like I'll be like in the title, it'll be like hair tutorial, how to do hair, how to draw hair, how to color hair, like stuff like that. I'll do that. But right now I'm kind of I'll go more in depth in those videos. But right now I'm kind of like just showing you guys how to like start the basis of your work because I think that'll help a lot of you. You gotta know what shapes work best with your work. You gotta find that out as you go. Like you won't know until you actually try all over again if need be. Don't be afraid. You will create something way better than you just did. Probably. Like, and if you don't, that's okay though. You probably just taught yourself more drawing techniques along the line or something. It's okay. Sometimes like see, I don't know if that is right. How I just did that, like coming from that angle. I don't know if you'd be able to see this side of her, but yes, I'm still learning. But let's say we do, I guess, for now, because maybe you can see part of her shoulder too. Because if her hand isn't in the way right there, like how I have it in the first part, where you see kind of her hand like covering like her chest and stuff, but now it's not there, so now you want to see more of her body on that side. I think that's correct. I'm still learning those types of things as I draw. I bet you guys are probably wondering like why I've been drawing more like big characters. Like I've gotten more interested in shapes, so I've been trying to try like different shapes. So Yeah, don't be afraid. Oh, that's another thing. Yeah, don't be afraid to try different shapes. See, this girl's more skinnier, this girl's more thicker, like whatever. Just go like as much as you can with shapes. Like draw different types of girls that's thin, like with different types of shapes. Like just try, like step out your comfort zone. Like I used to draw like this. Like I draw really plain. Like all my girls pretty much look average. Like I stuck to average. Okay, like this is like the most average I go, and I'd always do like front poses all the time. This is what I do. I do like that. Not saying the shapes are boring, I guess, but let's do a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I draw like a body like that. Like it gets boring. It's boring, isn't it? Especially if that's all you do. Like I'll show like my older drawings. You guys will see that. I'll give more references of stuff that I'm talking about. The more I go with these YouTube videos, right now, like it's more so like I guess like ooh, excuse me. I'm testing out things, seeing what works for me, you know? Um I think she's gonna have like another shoot on. Yeah. Let me try the face. Yeah, but yeah, like I'm taking this stuff as I go. Like I'm trying to dabble in certain things and then I see if it works for a little bit, you know. If it does, I stick with it, like as far as like my business and stuff. But like, um, as far as like you guys have been asking me about Etsy and stuff, like how I get my Etsy sales, like oh my gosh, I just noticed something. Before I talk about that, I just noticed that I was working on the eyelashes, and somebody DM'd me like a couple days ago. It's like, how do you draw eyelashes? Like, is this okay? And I just want to say, do exactly what I'm doing right now. Like I just told you about the flow, at least for your sketch work. Like, but you're probably trying to draw like more realistic eyelashes. I'll have a video on that. But for right now, like even with realistic eyelashes, this is kind of the same thing. I'm pretty good at eyelashes. I don't really need to like look at a reference really. But I was watching tutorials where they'd say like you gotta like show differentiation, like variation, like that's true. Like you see how like I quickly like draw the eyelashes because like how can I explain this? The quicker you draw, the more thinner and straighter and better your line work can look. I like to start from the tip of the eyelash and then go down because this is the thinnest part. So I like to start outward and then inward, you know, and you kind of thicken it up a little bit depending on what you're trying to go for. Because this, I guess, really wouldn't be realistic unless they're wearing fake eyelashes, I guess. But I don't know. Maybe somebody out there has like some really super long eyelashes like this. But yeah, kind of like draw the eyelashes like that. Like I'm trying to explain it the best way I can, and like kind of like don't be so like the person I was talking to that asked me about it. Like hope you see this video, but like yeah, like you can't go that hard in. Like I kind of am, but you gotta know when to go extra hard. And like you see how like I kind of go soft into the eyelashes, and then as I go, like I get a little bit darker, like stuff like that. Do I like these eyelashes that I just drew right now? Kind of not. I do like this one. You gotta know what looks good and what doesn't. I think this looks really good. I think these lashes look good. These I could do over again. The bottom ones, I'm kind of messing with that. These kind of horrible. I know other people will probably look at this and be like, horrible. How was that horrible? That looks good. Nah, it's just when that's the difference between an artist and a non-artist. Like like we know what looks good and what doesn't. Like yeah, it looks good. Like yeah, I just drew an eyelash. Like yeah, but does it really look good in my eyes? No. Ooh, I gotta work at this. The hairline. I gotta work on this. But yeah, you want to draw like something interesting. Like I said, do variations. Like I had to learn that, especially with eyelashes. Like you can't draw an eyelash and just be like it's like you're kind of doing the same thing. You're thinking, well, you probably think of a shape of an eyelash. You probably automatically think, okay, a triangle. Like, but no, it's not like that. You wanna like kind of have like a ovular, like not straight. That's no. This is yes. Okay, you wanna go like round. Like you gotta think of the eyelash like it's underneath the freaking eye, which it is. Like, and it gets thicker as it goes down. Like it's like that. That looks more realistic. Not what I just did though for the hands. And then don't be afraid to you don't even gotta start over all the way. Like, just erase. The eraser is your best friend. I like to work a little bit bigger, so I use bigger erasers and bigger brushes. Right now I'm using a small brush, but typically I like to use big brushes. All that. Like, I like to work big. Like you should see my tablet. My tablet's huge. I got the XP pen tablet. I got it because it's huge, man. It's huge. I need to work huge. Like I like to do big things. Like I don't know. Like my canvas is huge. Like I don't know. I just work big. But yes, try out different shapes. My father used to tell me when I was younger about that. I don't think I understood at the time, but now I do. Like, it's all about shapes, man. Really look at your shapes that you're using. Make sure they're unique. They're good to you. They fit. Like this shape, I don't really like that shape of her bang like that. I'm most likely gonna change that, but I like where it's heading. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot to make sure that it's exactly how you need it. Like I kind of like her chin, so I'm gonna make it smaller. Ooh, but see, that doesn't even look right. That doesn't look right either. So I'm gonna make her eyeballs more closer. They're kind of far apart. I don't know. It looks right, but then let's see. Something like that. Kind of like the shape of her cheek right here. It looks interesting. Stuff like that. You gotta have that eye for stuff like that. If you don't have the eye for stuff like that, and you don't really have the patience for stuff like this, then art may not be for you. May not be. Just saying. I'm looking at my sketchbook right now because I've already drawn this character. It's just I'm putting her in like a different pose and I'm drawing her digitally. I hope you guys can hear me. I think I'm talking as loud as I can. I hope the sound isn't, the music in the background isn't like taking over my voice. I hope you guys hear me because I feel so. But yeah, you gotta know when stuff is for you. So, because if something isn't for you, it's best to know right away so you can stop doing it. And it's also best to know because not how you focus or anything, but you might be in the way of others that actually are really passionate about stuff like that, and they have the patience, and they're trying to get noticed. Um, it's money out here for all of us, of course, but I'm just saying, um, it just you just don't want to waste your time. I feel like. So I'm still looking for this character. I don't know where I did. Oh, I see. This is a character I did way back in like 2019, maybe. I think I found one that would look like that. Yeah, see, I like that. See, that probably looks better than the first one. A little bit, a little bit. We'll see if further we go with this. Like I said, man, yeah, like you can't be scared. Can't be scared. You gotta take it on. You gotta take the drawing on. I kind of like to practice my line work a little bit, even though I'm sketching, just to like understand like line work more. I'm still working on line work. I feel like that's like the most emphasis that you need to put into your work because people really look at that. I guess because like it stands out, you know. It's kind of like the first thing that you see, you know. I've been having a habit of drawing lips like this, where like it shows a little bit of the teeth, kind of. That's like my go-to lip, but I try to do a little bit different sometimes. And you know what? I think it's this. I think okay. I'm still working on the character, so yeah, she's not too like um, what would be the word? Like I'm trying to say like I don't have a specific way of how she needs to be drawn yet. I'm still kind of figuring that out myself. Um, I feel like looking at lines that go back and that come out more, like the opacity change of different lines, like it really helps to build your character to make it look more popped out of the page as well. This right here, definitely still working on this. This, like, and I'm kind of nitpicking my drawing so you guys can kind of understand, like, what would work best for you as an artist when you draw. Um, this is not a good perspective of her heel. This is supposed to be a heel, and her heel, like, it's like she has boots, but it's like it wouldn't look like this. Like, the perspective. It wouldn't look like this. I'm still working on it. I'm trying, but I'll get it there to where it needs to be in a few. I'll probably end the video before I do that, you know? So, yeah, I'm still working on her outfit. I'm not sure her outfit should look like. I think it's just, I know it's going to be like a leather suit, but I don't know how to go about it exactly. She's like kind of like a spy. I'm liking this though, overall. I kind of like this. I think I might just keep this pose. It looks kind of interesting because it's like you don't really see poses like this. Now, I think what I did do wrong though is that the thumb would fall right here and that doesn't look right. I think that's what's looking weird. The thumb should be like right here. It should be right here. So I just messed that up. Um, what can I do? dang it. I really like that. Okay. I know I'm doing it. I really like that. I'm just going, yeah, you gotta get used to your tools too. You gotta understand what each tool does. That look crazy. Alright. I really like this drawing. It's looking good so far. I didn't even expect it to look this good, in all honesty. You see what happens when you keep trying. Hold on, I'm trying to move it down. Okay, that looks like it's on top. So I'm going to edit that, put this in the back. And then as I go, I kind of like just fade out the first drawing that I had. I lower the opacity each time. So like that, you know. So this is definitely how could I do this? And sometimes you gotta sit back and think too. Like you gotta really process. Like, how am I gonna do this? Okay, so the thumb goes where the index finger is, of course. So it looks like this pose just generally would not go. I mean this gesture of this hand just would not go like this at all. So I don't think there's no way that I could turn it around unless. Hmm. And then see, I'm gonna say another trick. This is another trick that you can do. I like to take this lasso tool and I like to grab. If I can't really figure out, and I don't feel like taking a picture, and I can't really figure out how exactly I want the perspective to look like, I just do this. Easy. Then I control deselect. So that just saved. Ooh, I forgot that select right there. Okay, okay. I should have had. Oh, I'm gonna copy and paste it. That's so copy and paste it. Now we're gonna edit that. Oops. And pay attention to the stuff that I'm selecting because I'm not saying it all the time. It just basically rewind and just draw with me. That'll probably help. See, it would probably go something like this. I don't know if I want that. I kind of like that. That looks different. I've never seen a pose like that. See, and then you start making poses that you've never seen before, kind of, and it starts working for you. So now that I just came up with that new pose, I'm going to definitely, yeah, and then the drawing kind of gets darker as you go. I probably like redraw like a few good times. I don't keep redrawing after a certain time. That looks weird. This, I'm probably gonna lower this because it's kind of confusing me. So we're gonna lower it like that. I probably like redraw stuff about 3 or 4 times and that's it. In all honesty. Like I said, different layers really helps. Oops. Why does this look? I don't want this one. So maybe it will go kind of like something like that. That doesn't look too off. Oops. Oh wait, I forgot. Her shoulder's like right here. So let's try to map it out. I like to keep drawing over my old ones just to kind of see how I should draw something, like how it would go. So I have to like draw over my old lines a little bit, but that's okay to better understand the perspective. I keep thinking this is her shoulder. It might have to be though, because I don't think her shoulder would be that big. It didn't look like that. So this will be her shoulder. This, I guess that'll be kind of her other chest, and maybe like her shoulder kind of wrinkles right there. Let's see that gets. Let's see, look. See that? That looks better. That looks more understandable. But you know what? Her arm might kind of go out a little bit more, like this. So see, it starts making more sense as it goes. You kind of understand and be like, oh wait, this looks right. And the more you do that, the more you better understand perspective because you're kind of teaching yourself with what looks right and what doesn't. Me, I have more of a natural sense of what doesn't look right and what does. So that kind of helps me, you know. Um, her arm shouldn't be that long though. That'll be her bicep. The elbow gets me sometimes. Because it looks like it's supposed to be longer. It does. Like, it ends up looking kind of weird. So at this point, I'm probably about to take a quick picture. But that's okay though. I have to do that sometimes to understand the perspective. I'm probably gonna quit this video right now. So I'm gonna just mention who I am. I am a Galaxy Fiend. I'm an artist, of course. See you guys later. Let me know if you guys want me to make more videos. You guys want to do draw with me? I think that'll be awesome. See you guys later. Bye.